So today we have PawPaw ice cream. As you saw probably in a previous video, we talked about all things PawPaw you need to know about PawPaw. Now we have some ice cream here, and there are other things like soda, for example, that she had here, which is the PawPaw soda. Who'd have thought that they have soda and so many things you can make out of this, right? But let's go see what else is going on, because we're at the PawPaw Fest today. What a turnout, huh? Let's go check this out. So another cool thing here at the PawPaw Fest, we get a chance to see a lot of different projects that you can do up here with permaculture. One of them is inoculating logs to get mushrooms. Let's talk to an expert here who's walking around and also sells these to the patrons of this property. Check it out. So tell me a little bit about what you have there.
Hi, I'm Sharon Briggs with Peasants Parcel Mushroom Farm, and here I have a fully inoculated shiitake log. This thing is we call it a set it and forget it product. It's ready to grow shiitake mushrooms, which it will do if you just let it sit in a shady part of your yard every spring and fall for 3 to 5 years. These lovely ladies are going to take it to their home where they're going to grow mushrooms without any hassle.
Now, is it safe to say that you can put several different types of mushrooms in one log, or can only limit it to one type?
It's best to limit it to one type. Much like other organisms, fungi can be competitive, and they want to have their territory for themselves.
You got that? So every log has its own home, but you can find a great example of that all around the property here, and hopefully we'll be able to see some other things here as well. So glad you could see this. This is amazing. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. So it's such a wonderful event, you know. Everybody here is so nice and so in tune with the earth. You know, we've got music playing in the background. The band is absolutely awesome, as you can see there. And you've probably walked this property with me before in some of the other videos, but it's absolutely gorgeous here. Today couldn't have been better weather. And you know, this festival is one of the biggest festivals of the year for the PawPaw season. So I'm glad you're able to join us on this. I am definitely glad to be here. And you know what I'm really happy about? The PawPaw ice cream.
Lots of oranges.
Today I am here with Michael Judd, permaculture ninja, and this is the PawPaw Fest.
Is it?
It is. So one of the things we want to do is just kind of walk through this event. This is a once in a lifetime thing. If you come to Maryland or in the area and you have never been to a PawPaw Fest, you need to come. That's one. The second thing is there's going to be a sabbatical where you'll come back every year. But let's let the expert talk about this a little bit. So tell us about this event and tell us about a little bit about the history and how this
Well, this is our homestead. We call it Long Creek Homestead, and we grow a lot of pawpaws. We grow a lot of other fruits, nuts, useful plants, and this is what happens when you grow a lot of amazing, fruitful, nutty plants. Is all these people show up, they get to try these new flavors, they get to dance, listen to awesome music. Check out our circular straw bale house back here. Get to see, like, what does this life look like? You know, what does permaculture look like? What's a homestead look like? You know, especially one that's being really productive with a lot of tree crops, you know, perennials. Fruits is what I like to focus on. And because there's so much less input, and you get tons back for it, right? So gardening is great, but man, gardening can be a lot of work, you know? I mean, you can almost graduate out of that and start planting your perennials, plant your fruit bushes and your fruit trees. You get the right ones that do well in your region, you're not doing a lot of work. And it's pumping out for you, so it's a lot less work while you get all the more return. I mean, it's...
Well, one of the other things I noticed is underneath the pawpaw trees, what you grow beneath it also keeps like weeds and things from coming. It's like a symbiotic relationship, right?
Well, you get your ground covers going. So that the idea is that you're not going to be on the hook to constantly raise these fruits and nuts and trees. So you set the stage.
Okay.
Big mulching, right? Deep, wide mulching. It's gonna build your soil. It's gonna bring in fungi, and it acts like your water reserves. Like you're watering when you're mulching heavy, deep, and wide.
Okay.
And then you get your ground covers on there so that they're holding and pulsing that organic matter for you, and building your soil cycle and covering it, keeping the soil cool, keeping it moist. So it's a little bit of design up front, makes all the difference for things to flourish, while you can hang out and chill in a hammock.
Now, how do you start something like that? Do you actually start from gravel, just hard packed dirt, mud?
Most people have crappy soil, right? Crappy soil is what most people are starting with. That's fine. So you start and you go up.
Okay.
And you're layering organic matter on that.
Layering.
You know?
Okay.
That can be wood chips, straw, manure, compost, cardboard, all of these organic matter, even cardboard. Cardboard's a great one because it brings up worms.
Don't throw away that cardboard, guys. You hear that?
You gotta fix your cardboard karma, man, and you turn it back into soil. It builds wonderful soil, and it helps kill off that grass or weeds or whatever you have.
Okay.
And incorporates it into the soil. So you're not getting rid of it; you're incorporating it.
Okay.
And then you cover it, and then the cofactor of all this is time. Give it time. Give it a season, maybe 2 seasons. It's going to make that soil, soft and rich.
Okay.
And it's going to be full of worms. I mean, just for what? Chucking material on the ground. You didn't dig. You didn't hurt your back doing that.
Not throwing away things makes sense here, right? That's what you're hearing. So this PawPaw Festival itself, a few weeks ago, you probably saw another one of our videos, and we were talking about all things PawPaws, right? So this is the festival of the year for PawPaws, and they've got ice cream and other things here. You saw me, I was eating some ice cream. Tell us a little bit about how this came about.
Well, I had a lot of pawpaw trees, and I was like, what am I going to do with all this fruit? Because my pawpaws, which I grow in full sun, can produce up to like 50 pounds of fruit per tree.
Wow.
So it's
50 pounds.
Yeah, so it's not just this exotic, cool fruit. It's like a productive fruit.
Okay.
It's like a productive tropical fruit.
Okay.
So when you get, I have 100 trees, and you start getting a big harvest like that, and I'm like, I don't want to run around the world trying to sell pawpaws. So I'm like, hey, come here, have a festival.
So if there's one thing I've also learned, and this is the word that he's really alluding to, is share, right? It's all about sharing, right? Sharing your experience, sharing your life, sharing your harvest, and others will share with you, right?
It's wonderful. The feeling and energy of all the people that come here. They're coming because they're curious about the pawpaw, but then they get to do the food forest tours. They get to check out our Circular Straw Bale house. They get to see a different way of living, So yeah, I love it.
Well,
So pawpaw ice cream is delicious because you can keep the pawpaw in its raw form.
Okay.
So pawpaw raw is one of the best ways to enjoy all of its aromatic flavors.
Okay.
And ice cream, it combines really well with certain flavors like cream and vanilla.
You see how that's just really custard, like really smooth, right? Look at that. Look at the consistency. Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Get in my belly.
Work it, baby.
So you make this here yourself?
This is made by a local creamery, South Mountain Creamery. So these are all our pawpaws. So I freeze them and then I pulp them. And then I took 7 gallons of pawpaw pulp up to the creamery, and they whipped it up, and here we have it.
There you go. See, local collaboration is like nothing else, right? So, the creamery, South
Mountain Creamery.
South Mountain Creamery. They are absolutely wonderful in helping us to merge the pawpaw with ice cream.
Appalachian goodness here.
There you
Lots
go.
of it.
Check this out. This is one of the coolest things you can find. I'm still at the PawPaw Fest, but I'm gonna let them speak for it themselves, but check out this array. So where are you guys from?
We're from Gaithersburg, Maryland.
From Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Yes.
And this is
In the Raw with Soul.
In the Raw with Soul.
LLC.
And it says embrace nature's medicine because food is the best medicine you can ever have, right? And so they have all kinds of gluten-free options here. Let's take a look and see.
We got that barbecue pulled pork, barbecue pulled chicken.
Chicken.
More barbecue pulled pork and mac and cheese. A little brown on the top.
That?
We got
Oh
you.
my gosh.
A little brown
Oh
on
man,
the
I'll
top.
fall
We got
asleep
you.
if I eat this.
No, you won't, because it's not like the regular mac and cheese.
So talk to us a little bit about it. What is it like? What makes it different?
This is a plant-based mac and cheese. It's made with organic soy milk, Dahlia cheese, onions and peppers and garlic. And it has a little bit of nutritional yeast in it, which gives it that cheesy flavor.
Okay.
But it doesn't bother your belly at all because it's plant-based. and
Because it's
great.
plant-based,
Yes.
right? See,
Yes.
plant-based, right? So there's a reason why horses look all strong and they have the big muscles because all
Gorillas,
gorillas, you name it,
elephants,
right?
And everything else.
And how about the pulled pork? How different? What makes it different than others?
Because it's a South Carolina mustard-based pulled pork. The barbecue sauce in it is a South Carolina mustard-based pork. And that's new from In the Raw with Soul.
So you're getting best of both worlds here. We're really glad to have this couple up here to share this with us, right? Because that's what it's all about. It's about sharing and community, right? So I'm glad to be able to stop and show you guys this unique little gem there.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. In the Raw with Soul.
In the Raw with Soul.
In the Raw with Soul. Now, do you guys have a website or do you have like a
We have our Instagram is In the Raw #1.
In the Raw #1?
Exactly.
You heard it here. You'll see it posted below. Check them out. Follow them. Give them a like. Thumbs up. Share it. Got it?
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad that I was able to get you on camera. It's hard to catch this guy. He's very famous and very, very busy. But he's always, just like his family, they have a thing where they're always present. They always make time for you. So I'm glad you made time for me today, brother. And hope you guys enjoyed this little episode of the PawPaw Fest. And we'll catch you on the next one.